Can Mr. Irrelevant, rookie quarter, he's not going to be the offensive rookie of the year. We had a discussion earlier about that because he didn't play enough, I guess is what people are going to say. If this fucking guy doesn't blink in the playoffs, what are we saying about Brock Purdy, you think, like 5 years from now? He's a dude, right?
Absolutely. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything but what he's been doing. You got the best defense in the playoffs, best defense in the league. You got Kittle, you got McCaffrey, Ayuk, Debo. Just facilitate. That's all he's been doing. Just hand it off. Great run scheme. Kyle's going to scheme up everybody. Just run the offense and don't try to do anything outside the norm. You don't got to be a hero. Just get the ball to these playmakers. Let our defense run this damn thing.
Yeah.
Think he throws for 200?
Great question.
Yeah.
We're maybe putting a parlay together right now.
Ooh.
He doesn't have to.
Boom.
That's the worry.
Sorry,
AJ.
D-Butt.
And
Yeah.
Question.
they had Jimmy throw the ball 6 times in a fucking championship game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, playoffs,
That's the
we're just
scary
trying to
thing,
win.
You were at the game, Pat, right? When these guys last played in December?
Yes.
What did he throw for in that game?
A lot. Kittle.
Over 200. Yeah.
And Christian.
Sure.
Yeah.
And everybody.
They get so much yak, so much yard after the catch, though. His guys are so good. I feel like I feel good about it.
Great point.
He's had over 200
man.
yards like every single time he's played, I think, except for last week.
Last one, 31,
At 178.
13 blowout or some shit.
But I just worry that Shanahan in the playoffs, he's not going to be scared to just fucking, hey, if we can run this rock, let's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just run it.
Because it's playoffs. We don't give a fuck how this looks, what we do. We are just trying to win this game and move on. Here's what he's done in his regular season career. 178, 284, 234, 217, 185, 210, and then 66,
Jeez.
obviously, is what he started with. He's thrown for 1,374 yards, 67% completion, 13 tuds, 4 interceptions,
Damn
1
good.
assist. This fucker's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very good.
What if they win the Super Bowl?
That's what they're saying. He's not going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year because that's a regular season award.
Yeah.
Darius, what were you saying about that? He just hasn't played
Just
enough.
didn't
Right?
play. I said if he played half the season, it would be a runaway because it is a quarterback driven. Or maybe shit, if he was drafted higher, if he was a first round, if he was a top 10 pick, top 5 pick, he would probably be a favorite. But Kenneth Walker had a great year in Seattle. Garrett Wilson had a great year in
Micah's
New York.
pushing for him, right?
Olave.
Micah is pushing for Garrett, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
Olave, especially when you think about the quarterback situation in New York, and then you think about that media market. I think Wilson will win it, but what Purdy's done,
How about
That's a good point you just bring up there. If Purdy's number 5 overall pick,
run away.
and he was just waiting for his time, and then he put him in, and then he does what he does, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, probably right.
You know, because the hype would have been, this guy's going to be able to do this. This is the future of the program. This is the franchise. But instead, it's 7th round pick, Mr. Relevant. We didn't know he existed.
So what are you going to do when you win a Super Bowl with this guy?
Yeah, that's
what do you do
what I'm
with
saying.
Trey Lance?
So that's yesterday. Who was talking? Was it Rap yesterday? Who was it? I think it was
Lombardi, I think.
no. Somebody.
David
David Lombardi.
Lombardi,
yeah. Right.
Sorry, Lombo. Michael Lombardi will join us
Today.
here in about 20 minutes. David Lombardi, at Lombardi himself of San Fran, said they view the quarterback position like most people view the running back position, like stable, almost like need, and it worked out for him this year. He said, in his opinion, Brock Purdy would not have been the Brock Purdy that we have seen as of late whenever Trey Lance goes out and Jimmy G comes into play. He said that he thinks that obviously Brock Purdy needed the Jimmy G era there in his rookie season to watch how he operated in the offense that got him to where he was. We don't know how legit that is. We did not have eyes on the situation. I'm just going to say Purdy would have been good whenever the fuck you put him in because that's what Purdy has seemingly done. But I think it did give him more time to learn the offense, see how it all goes. He and Jimmy G a little bit more similar in playing styles, and he could do his thing. But nonetheless, that fucking guy, unbelievable. How do you take the reins away from him if this is what he was able to accomplish when the team didn't even know he existed? The offense was not shaped around him at all. He's only going to learn more and more concepts, be able to check. He's going to understand things more. I don't know how you take him away from him, AJ. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I would imagine the Niners front office is thinking that a little bit, but they're like, hey, you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That is a great problem to have. If we're thinking, hey, we won the Super Bowl, this kid. Can you imagine Brock Purdy at the Super Bowl celebration?
Oh.
That dude, I think, will light that place up,
Strafolsky.
too.
His roommates.
Yeah, it'd be a Strafolsky at the Grey Cup type situation. 7th round pick, Mr. Irrelevant. I was picked 222. I think I got like $52,000 signing bonus. That was back in 2009. Not bad. Bought an Escalade. Money didn't come for a couple months. Almost had to. Escalade almost got repoed. That was a whole situation, obviously. And I wasn't supposed to have money. Still not. And we learned that lesson very quickly. But that Escalade was sweet. Nick, wasn't it? That Escalade was awesome.
To this day, I wish.
Maybe
we
the
could have
best car.
preserved that thing.
Maybe the best car. Black 24s.
Oh,
Yeah. It was the greatest.
nice. for
Peanut
a
butter inside.
Oh,
Wow.
pristine. I mean, we're talking easy to drive too. The newer Escalades, they just fucking have so many. It's a spaceship. I don't have time. I don't have time to do all that. It just had a couple of different things. Had everything you needed.
We did see that Escalade in Santa Monica, the new one that was
Blacked out.
murdered out.
Oh.
That was maybe the fucking sweetest looking car ever.
So I had the old school version of that pretty much. I drove it like it was a fucking Civic too. That thing was back and forth to Pittsburgh every week.
Hell yeah.
We were driving it to death. What a time. Anyways, Brock Purdy signing bonus can't be a lot. His contract's not going to be a lot. They know that. Trey Lance, obviously, he was a high draft pick. They can continue to have him. I mean, it's a good situation for them.
Yeah.
But if I'm Brock Purdy, I think obviously he was Mr. Irrelevant. He's always going to have the chip on his shoulder and everything like that. He's only going to get better, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He obviously is from Iowa.
No, he's not from Iowa, but he went to Iowa State
Oh, why didn't he go to Iowa?
because we didn't fucking want him and he couldn't beat Iowa. So why would we
Why
take a
didn't
guy
Duggan
who
go?
can't
So
beat
you
Iowa?
and Saban were both wrong.
No,
about
it wasn't
Purdy.
wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not from the state. We didn't need him. I'm trying to think of who we had at the time. We might have had Nate
Sure, the
Stanley.
offense was very
or-
prolific.
Yeah, AJ, good call on that Iowa Hawkeyes offense. Purdy wouldn't have been able to.
Well, back then Iowa, was going to the Rose Bowl. So this ain't the Iowa of this last year. I mean, we had C.J. Beathard, who also used to be a 49ers quarterback. So again, we can give him all the flowers we want. I mean, shit, he's got Kittle, he's got
Right.
fucking Ayuk,
Right.
he's got Christian McCaffrey,
Right.
he's got
Chuck.
Elijah Mitchell. Yeah, all
Right.
the guys Chuck
Debo.
mentioned. I do like him though. I do. He's not. If he was from Iowa and chose Iowa State over Iowa, then I'd be like, yeah. This guy's a shitheel. He sucks, but that's not the case.
He's from Arizona.
Exactly. So there you go. But also with like the limited amount of in-game reps, and even if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, like how do you start Trey Lance over him next year?
I don't know. There's people that have really got Trey Lance's back on the internet, though, because they always say that I bash Trey Lance. I don't bash Trey Lance. I just don't know if Trey Lance is Trey Lance. We have no idea what Trey Lance is going to be, I think. We're in an experimental phase with him. He had made some great plays. There were some plays that were obviously not pretty, that are on prime time. He can do things that not a lot of humans can do. I think he's a dog. I think I'm a big fan of his. But it seems like when other quarterbacks are playing, they're having a lot more success for that team. And Brock Purdy just got there, too. We don't know what he could potentially be. You have no idea what he could potentially be. Now, is he shorter than Trey Lance? Of course. Is he a little bit undersized? But he's proven that that's not a problem. How many games until they got a book on you? Like Brock Purdy, how many games until the defense, obviously all offseason you can prepare for quarterbacks that you're going to play, and nobody could have prepared for Brock Purdy in the NFL. That's what, 2-3 weeks, 4
Yeah,
weeks?
you got it. They got it now.
Yeah.
And he's still having success?
Yeah.
A lot of it.
I mean, you got a good coach, obviously, and then with great players. We talk about all the skill positions, but AQ Shift has been showing what they've been doing in the trenches as well, and that's what games are lot on both sides of the ball. So when you got a defense that's getting off the ball, getting you more possession, so you're not stressed about that, not giving up a bunch of big plays. Great run game. Elijah Mitchell been in there as well, been that downhill guy. And then players that not only are good players, but they can be anywhere. You can line up C-Mac anywhere. You can line Debo up anywhere. The fullback, Juice, you can line Juice up anywhere. So he's in a great, great situation right now.
He's got the best tackle in football protecting him.
Whole
Line
line's
side.
unbelievable.
Who's best friends with the best rusher
Right.
in the NFL football? That's what we learned yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trent and Bosa are just.
Meeting
Chopping it
after
up
games.
post game.
What were they playing? Did they sit cards or they just sit?
He said they were just talking ball.
Yeah, just talking ball, chopping it up.
Imagine
probably
taking
have to-
tape off.
Trade
Man,
secrets.
did you got 4 sacks today? Yeah. That's a fucking big game. How about you? You had 10 pancakes. Yeah. Man, we're pretty fucking good. Huh? And somebody walks by, hey, what's up, man? How about that fucking guy?
Kid